Stay tuned after this program for some exciting retail offers on products seen in the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders country western workout video.
Warning: the scenes that you're about to see may be unbearable for some persons.
Previously on VCR Party Live.
And tonight, you'll be with us as we name our top find.
I know why I did my number one. Jeff's Birds is what it's called.
Yeah.
No Jeff, no birds. Jeff's Birds.
Hippity hop, don't stop. I got your Easter eggs.
What's your
My number one. This is called
Miss Junior America Wisconsin Preteen.
I'm Jennifer Shue from Plymouth, Wisconsin.
I'm a Peanuts character.
I'm 8 years old and I'm having the time of my life.
All right, I'm going to do my number one here.
Skateboard surfing. Skateboard surfing.
Yeah.
Boys.
Do you know what my number one is going to be?
I have a feeling I know.
It ticks every box for me.
Yeah.
Tedium, I like filth, I like gross, weird, unexplained stuff, and life on the farm ticked all those boxes for me.
I had a hunch.
There we are. Come on. Right. But let me bring it in a bit closer to you, and you'll have a jolly good look at a placenta.
I surprised myself with my number one, and because it's not a bombastic hit you over the head video either, but the more I thought about it, the more I thought it's Camp Cabbage. I want this jacket.
Well, my number one was also an IMG. IMGs are the big revelation of this year. That we didn't know about these before a pandemic happened. One that stuck out is this one called Taco Bell Game.
I have, as you guys can see, this is a Taco Bell icon.
All right, you ready for my number one?
I don't know what this is going to be.
Dr. Scholl's. Elimination, the first step.
More poop and more poop and more poop. Poop was bubbling out of the ground. Dirty or a nasty poo-poo, you did a bad one.
It's got to be the winner, otherwise I'm walking out of here.
I think that is represented in this next clip, too, that I'm going to show, which to me, it was the year of dollar bill.
Thermal sock.
Here's my number one. There's just so much to milk, and new stuff comes out, and people make songs about it. People make posters about it, and we're going to make t-shirts for it. Of course, I'm talking about Sin of the City. The shirts never come untucked once.
Well, my favorite video of the year, this jumped out at me, and I'm like, yeah, this is my personal favorite.
Okay, I just remembered the question I was going to ask you. How did you get elected?
Well, I got more votes than the other guy.
My number one, so this was just a long time in the making. It was not easy to get. We finally got it on beta.
And my goal in life is to have my own religion.
One who is charming, personable, doesn't smoke in my face.
Yet permanent romance within the guidelines of safe dating practices.
All right, well, my number one is not a surprise. Diane Thomas has my pick for Video of the Year 2023.
We'll come back over this side with some more, kind of mix that in so they mix together.
Master.
Kind of a red and a pink. Just lay that down.
It's beautiful.
Turn that.
VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for a cassette that is our only home. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest clips they found. VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. And Melinda's.
Well, hello,
Happy
Melinda.
New Year, Melinda.
Happy New here. It's VCR Party on a New Year's Eve night. It's Tuesday night. We watch VHS tapes. We have over 14,000 of them.
Yeah.
And this is the year-end special where we pick our number ones. And I'm Joe, and there's Nick, and there's Steve, and there's George. And boy, oh boy, what a year. What a year.
Hell of a year in VHS. Some incredible finds. We're going to name our picks for top video of the year. From the stuff we've shown, and we're going to look back at some highlights. It's always our most watched episode, and I have a hunch, Joe, you're going to find a way to sabotage it. So,
well, I'm already angry because watching the previously on at the beginning, the fact that Taco Bell game didn't win that year still bothers me. What did it lose to? Like Camp Cabbage or something? Like
it's not a VHS tape. Well,
but
if we had a show of the best
it doesn't have to be a VHS tape. It's the best video of the year, best find of the year.
They're like this all the time.
Sin of the City, it won, right? Was that on a VHS tape?
Yeah,
no.
Public access. Yeah,
they didn't play it off a VHS tape.
All right. Well, I think internet videos is a different show. We can get
it's IMGs, which we invented. We invented IMGs. That should have been the winner.
Web Junk 20 would be number one on Web Junk 20.
It wouldn't be. They wouldn't pick Taco Bell game. We would. We would. All right.
Stand by Camp Cabbage.
What's the question?
I don't know if that one's appropriate.
I don't know if that was.
I had to get something.
What do you
I want to show some finds. I assume Bob sent us this. This is a book. Some late Christmas presents that I didn't show last time. A nice looking book. We'll have to give this one to Mike Sachs. We don't really collect books. Got this one from Bob, I think, an autographed Mo VHS. I always like an autograph. But this one, according to Bob, this could be video of the year 2025 already. It's a vegan chiropractic clinic.
Okay, I'm listening.
It's like a convention. I think the guy has a ponytail.
Okay.
And I think they do all sorts of vegan and chiropractic stuff. So I think we already got the winner for 2025.
Wow. All right. Well, let's just cut to next year's video of the year next week. I think it's been declared.
I don't even think we have to do shows in 2025 now.
Whew.
Any word on an overhead projector?
Oh, there's got to be. I bet there's more overhead projectors than there are people on that one.
Well, let's start off with a classic to ring in the new year.
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
Okay, what do we got? Oh, this is a tradition. We got to play Sing Along with Frank Worley. He did Auld Lang Syne. This is a guy we found. Where did we find his tapes? Oh, we found it at a thrift store in West Allis, Wisconsin.
Yep.
And it's the guy who sings old standards, and he does Auld Lang Syne. So this is a good one too. Here we go. Take it away, Frank. Everybody's back is turned to the camera.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for
grow, Frank, grow.
Old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne.
That's a great ending.
The classic for a reason. That's why we call it. We got to play that every New Year's Eve.
Every New Year's. That's a tradition.
Steve, was somebody lucky enough to sell out on our year-end
episode? Oh, not only that, they were wise enough to bookend the year. So, yes. So Melinda Allen Dow has a vintage store in Toledo, Ohio, called House of Dow. And if you go to www.houseofdow.com, you can check it out. They have a lot of fun stuff there. trying to find. I lost my window with it up.
What are we?
I was going to stop by because I was in Ohio driving back from Wisconsin, and they were not open because it was really early in the morning. But I've wanted to check out this shop for a while. They have cool vintage shirts and jackets, and
and they always show up to our shows and bring us incredible stuff. They brought us old cereals, and they got it all.
So this is just the teaser. Next week's going to be the bigger sellout, but just check out their website. Get it and get ready for next week. So,
double sellout. Okay,
support the Melindas.
In a snake draft, they're going last, and then again in round one.
Smart. See, they're good at marketing.
Melindas that support us. Thank you, Joe.
Great marketers. All right. So this was a big year for VHS. I had such a hard time whittling down all the videos. I was actually in tears today editing because I forgot about a lot of these videos. But more than the videos, we had some incredible guests. Some of the gets that we got were incredible. So I want to go through just this is in no particular order at all. This is just the top 5.
For me, they're in order of my favorites, least to best.
Right now, as they are.
Yep.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I don't know. I don't even know what they're playing, but
okay.
I just want to put some stakes to it.
The first one was we got a tape from Jeff Krulik, a video. What was it called? It was a video called
Eating Mort Hearst, wasn't it?
Well, that's the guy's name, but it was like Talk of the Town or something like that. It wasn't Talk of the Town. But anyway, so yeah, Mort Hearst was on it, and we loved the video, and it's a great video because it has a great beginning, middle, and end. I'm going to show it in my honorable mentions, but we were doing an EP, and I was like, I'm going to try and get Mort Hearst's son. So, Nick, you were on the road in Los Angeles, and I called you up, and I was like, I got Mort Hearst's son. And you were in the car the whole time.
Mort Hearst is a competitive eater. He mentions his son in the video. And Blueberry Boy. And you tracked him down.
I tracked him down, and here's how that went.
Ooh. 1.
How did he get his start? Do you know how he got his start?
I don't know. He always liked to eat. I mean, like he had 8 bushels of oysters one night, just for the hell of it.
I mean, and that's journalism right there. That's journalism.
The kind of stuff you get at the $10 level every week at patreon.com/foundfootage.
Exactly. Then got a tip. Somebody emailed and said, hey, Czar has a podcast. Czar from Rock's Winning Workout Without Weights, the sweatshirt I'm wearing right now. And so I reached out to the guy who does the podcast. Said, can we get Czar? Czar was very excited to do it. Here's our interview with Czar.
Repetitions, and you should be able to follow along with this easy workout. Czar is going to be the demonstrator today. We're going to start off. Follow along now. 10 repetitions.
Can you hear the dogs barking back here?
Oh, yeah. The dog's enjoying it too, huh?
Yeah, the dogs are doing the workout too, yeah.
Hello?
Czar was, oh, man. I still keep in touch with Czar. We
Great
email
dude.
And, Songer. This was the year that ended Songer, too. We called it quits on Songer, but we went out with a bang.
Daniel Songer, the internet comedian, yes.
We had a Songerthon where we watched all the even-numbered Songer clips and tried to get on Songer on the line all day long at the what do you say, the 25th hour? Is that how you say, like the
buzzer beater?
25th hour, we got Songer on the line.
Hey, Daniel, it's Joe Pickett calling.
Oh, Joseph, did you get my voicemail?
Yes, I did. We played it like 5 times. We couldn't believe that we got in touch with you.
Yeah, I'm different, man.
Exactly.
It wasn't about that, brothers. It was the fact that I just wanted to try to get people happiness, my friend.
What was your memory of the Songer call, George? What was your
being very worried that at any moment it could take a turn. I was hovering over the audio mixer to really just to bring it to dead air as needed. It didn't happen.
It
never happened. But I feel like there was one point where there were a few points where it just felt like the pivot was about to happen.
Yeah,
and
it never did though.
No, it didn't.
It was
a year of miracles.
It was a great closure to ending the Songer piece, the weekly or the monthly Songer thing. Let's see what else. Oh, this one just happened a week and a half ago. This was Dean & Co. We had a Dean-a-thon. We watched all of Dean & Company's videos. Nick, do you want to explain what Dean and Company is?
Yes, the Dean and
Okay.
Company are a public access family from Alabama who's been doing a Christmas special annually since the late 70s.
And the plan was to watch 12 hours of it and try to track down the Dean family, specifically Leslie, because Nick, you had a bit of a crush on Deanie,
Did.
Color Deanie.
Still do,
you
even
still
more
do?
so after talking to her.
Yeah, and after the 2024 special too,
Mhm.
where they're back at it again.
Yep.
Here's when Nick got to talk to Deanie a week and a half ago.
Cool. And then Nick, do you
Over
have
the-
anything to say, or do you want to?
Just a big fan. That's all. Just wanted to say I'm a huge fan. I really love what you do. Everything.
Thank you
about
so much. Yeah, we try really hard. We just enjoy. We trying to entertain people and make people laugh. We hope we give some good smiles and good laughs.
You
Give people
certainly
a good
do.
laugh.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting you, and we'll see what happens from there.
Oh, I'm looking forward to meeting you guys
Likewise.
too.
So anyway, have you guys been in touch, Nick? Have you guys kept in touch?
Every day, yeah.
Oh, really?
No,
Okay.
no, not yet. But we're gonna go. We're going. That cemented it. We're going to Birmingham. We're gonna be in the 2025 Dean and Company Christmas special.
Yes.
They said we could. So.
I can't wait. All right, so here's the big one for me was Leroy Bornhop. We started off the year doing an all bowling episode. We included in the funny names segment Leroy Bornhop. Love his name, love his bowling style, love his interviews. And McKenna said, I think I can find him. She goes, I kind of know where he lives. He's from Missouri. McKenna's from Missouri. And so we got the interview, and we interviewed him one day. And then I had the brilliant idea to show him, Nick, your old college film, Omelette du Fromage, where you do a French spoof. And I didn't tell you about it.
No,
And
that seems to be a pattern.
I wish I would have done it with Jeff Hurst with Blueberry Boy. I should have showed.
Yeah, would have liked to get his take on that.
All right, so here's how the Leroy Bornhop interview went. So anyway, the year was 1998, and Nick and I we went to college together at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, and we had access to all this camera. Nick made a video. It was like Nick. How would you explain? It was like a French.
I don't even know.
It was like a French. You did like a spoof of a French film.
Oh yeah, it was supposed to be like a French art movie. Yeah, I don't see the relevance of showing Leroy this, but
I'll show it to anybody who
That's
will watch
you?
it.
yeah,
That's
that was
Nick.
me in the beret there. Yeah,
Yeah, that's Nick.
Yep.
Here, let me back it up. Here.
Oh, that's funny. I think you've seen enough. This is going on hour 2 with Leroy Bornhop. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought we'd just take a break from bowling videos.
Okay, just a
like
palate
that.
cleanser. All right.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, what a year!
What a
in
year,
interviews.
and wasting people's time.
Oh man, I'm a genius. I'm a genius.
I think that bowling episode, by the way, is an all-timer in our history of VCR Party. I think we got to do another episode themed. Maybe we could do another bowling episode. We certainly have enough footage for it. But
Well, in a couple weeks, McKenna is going to clown college in Paris. Like that's like real clown college. So I'm thinking we do an all clown episode. As much as I'm like, just clowns are played out to me. I don't know. I'm tired of clowns. But an all clown episode, I think that could be fun.
absolutely, yeah, I think we got to do more theme episodes. Yeah, and McKenna, our assistant, you heard that right, is going to clown college in a couple of weeks. So we'll miss her, but we'll send her off well. All right, should we get into Scimitar? Let's do Scimitar.
Sure.
Our favorite distributor of VHS tapes, usually in the special interest category, is Scimitar. And I went through, we've shown Scimitar, I think almost every week, over 40 Scimitar clips this year. I picked my favorite from there. And I don't think anybody will be disappointed by my pick. Take a look. Put on your 3D glasses.
So this is the Scimitar of the year.
This is the best Scimitar clip we played this year. Yep. And the 3D actually works if you have red and white glasses. Look at it. They use the Scimitar theme in the video. The Rick Ramrod's introduction. a rotating post-apocalyptic junkyard.
That's where you need hunks the most.
Yeah, it's true. Just when you're about to give up on humanity, Rick Ramrod seduces you.
Wow, I'm vomiting in 3D.
By the way, I went back to the original tapes to do a new edit.
Oh, I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think we got to see that construction worker last time.
I think I left it out.
Thanks for the bonus content.
Yep. I like this song. This guy did include the last edit.
If I were the director, I would have said, "Hey, let's ease up on the gyrating." Everybody seems to be doing that.
Yeah. Got some funny names here.
Oh, yeah.
This has had it all. And it was in 3D. So that is our Scimitar of the year. What a year in Scimitar.
I couldn't name another Scimitar video, so I'll go along with that.
Okay.
You need a closing credits montage, because that was a great closing credits crawl.
Yeah.
That would go well with the Quetzal.
Right.
That's a good idea.
Are we allowed to use, like, I don't know, stripper names as funny names? Because they, like, Rick Ramrod would probably make the funny names list, but it's clearly a fake name.
Yeah, I don't
Not
think so.
necessarily. Sally Buttcakes was born that way as a
To our
butt cake.
understanding.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. I mean, it's all good questions. Like, Quetzal wasn't born Quetzal.
No.
Probably named Larry, and he switched to Quetzal.
Well, it was Larry Quetzal, and he decided to go.
Well,
he dropped the Larry.
Like
Yeah.
Cher, I just need one name.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. It's yeah.
But arguments are like that are why hundreds of people tune into the show every week. Let's get into the best instance of flying windows that was played in 2024. We've done it every week. The 51 flying windows examples. This is the trope that we love from, I guess, the late 80s and 90s of windows flying, showing you scenes that are about to come up. But this video, which is 12 minutes long from 1989, about Mount Fuji, blew our mind. So what I've done is I put it at, like, I think 5 times speed, so we don't miss a single moment from the Mount Fuji flying windows. So we got a box of all windows that are flying, and then these. I mean, everybody remembers where they were when they saw these flying windows.
Oh, I'll never forget it.
Challenger explosion, JFK assassination, and the Mount Fuji flying window.
Poor Wayne. We should have. She probably has PTSD from this.
She told me she did. She had to use a clicker, like at a baseball stadium. I've never seen flying windows like this.
I didn't know flying windows could do half of the things that they're doing here.
I know. I mean, really, if I tried to do these kind of flying windows, I wouldn't be able to, given the technology that we have now. Coming out of the lake. And then look at that flying window. This is blowing everybody's mind again.
Less so, but still.
I don't know how many burp coins we pay Wayne, but it's certainly not enough.
Yeah. Now watch this. I didn't show this last time, but an even newer type of flying window. You're going to see flying windows going up bamboo. Look.
Is this environmentally friendly?
Yeah, see?
Oh, wow.
Flying windows are going up the bamboo stalk.
It's an invasive species.
Yep, and you're there roaming the plane.
They get bathed.
Look out for that flying window! It's going into Mount Fuji, getting stuck in it.
I mean, we should have just ended flying windows after this one, because where do you go from that? You're going to go to some,
well, I had to
vegan chiropractic video that has flying windows after this?
Wow. Yeah, well, like. Well, I. 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 Well Yeah, so that is Mount Fuji flying windows. I mean, what else are you going to do for flying windows? That's every kind of flying window you can imagine, ones you never imagined. And we have an update from Wayne, who is our viewer, who has dutifully counted our flying windows since the beginning. That's episode 117 down at Table Rock Lake. She said Mount Fuji almost broke her. She did have like one of those clickers to count them. Let me just go all the way down. This is years of work by Wayne.
Oh, we're gonna have to give her way more burp coins. Yeah, you're right, Steve.
Yeah, some of these don't count too. She's firm but fair. You
does
see.
not. Oh,
Windows screensaver did not count.
Yep. Boner's Doggy Game Show.
See,
The trails.
When Window Lee Roth came by, I bet she was so relieved. She's just
I know.
Like,
This one. Yep.
Yeah.
We're still going all the way down.
One of them had 116 in there.
Yeah. Amazing. So Scimitar Snakes all the way down. Finally.
Cat or tame.
Nice try,
Sorry.
Nick, but the repeating inward moving images in the background does not count as flying. Tried to sneak one past Wayne. Didn't get through.
Nice try, Nick.
Yeah. And then finally, Stuntbusters had 15, and the TV Toronto had 12 last week, and now we're up to date. The total is 2,680 flying windows have been played on VCR Party. Here's even more flying windows.
Thank you, Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wayne.
Oh boy.
Wow. What a year.
What a year. All right, should we get into this? Ravioli it up.
Time. Yeah, we gotta name our top picks for video of the year, and then we'll put the vote to you, the patrons.
Okay.
Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
All right, so we put together our honorable mentions that didn't quite make the cut, but while I was watching, I was like, this could be a top 3. All these could be top 3s.
Yeah,
but
I know.
You got to draw the line somewhere. So
absolutely, yeah.
I'll start with my
Sure.
honorable mentions here. First one was very early in the year. I did the art of bid calling. It was a tape that had gone bad, but it was about how to do the auctioneering.
Yeah.
So here's that one. But the tape had gone bad, which I think added to the art of it all.
This is bid calling. Would you like to know how it's done? Humming is an excellent warm-up for the vocal cords.
Which one are you watching whenever you watch this? Which
the left.
The guy on the left?
There's a place where the mustache overlaps in the
Oh, is
center.
there?
I'm just staring at that point.
Oh, yeah.
There are 4 parts to the basic chant. What it is, what I have, what I want, what I've done. What it is, what I have, what I want, what I've done. What it is, what I have, what I want. What I have, what I want, what I want, what I have, what I want. What I have, what I want, what I want, what I have, what I want, and what I've done.
And it lended itself to great samples. There were some great remixes of that one. And so that's honorable mention. The next one is Basketball's Amazing Rams, Slams, and Jams. Do you remember that one?
No.
It was, I think it was in my blooper corner. And it was the copy that I loved so much. The copy was so good. Nick, I don't know if we watched this for an EP, but we should. And I remember actually shedding a tear actually like came out of my eye during this one. I loved it so much. So listen to the copy and plus Rams. Nobody calls them Rams.
No.
Nobody's ever called it a Ram. Steve, you watch sports all the time. Have you ever heard Rams?
Not once. Not unless the name of a college team. But
Hakeem Olajuwon with the fearsome ram. I mean, you never heard that.
Here we go.
Basketball will never be the same now that we have the Super, the Mega Rams, Slams, and Jams. The end result is record crowds, the record dunks, as these budding stars learn that nothing gets the fans on their feet more than Super Rams, Slams, and Jams. Great shots and great basketball complement the Rams, Slams, and Jams to make the game complete. Well, you've seen it all.
Makes sense.
Slams and Jams, I'll give them that.
Sure.
Yeah, but where did Rams come from?
Not Rams.
Oh, and when I was cutting together this for honorable mention, it was way long because I just wanted to include all the copy in here, but I had to draw the line somewhere.
Jams and jams to make the game complete. Well, you've seen it all now. The best dunks from the best players. Hope you enjoy them.
Why didn't you say the best dunks from the best punks?
That should have rhymed too.
And whenever I have to write the description for the YouTube, like what the episode's about, I always channel this guy. Where it's buckle up, because when you see this, you will laugh so hard that your face will spin. So that guy's a real inspiration to me. I wanted to include him. Another big one was Face First at Best Buy. That one played, I don't know, maybe a month or two ago. That was a big hit. People seem to enjoy that one. But yeah, it was a band that played at a Best Buy before a meeting. And man, it was very entertaining.
This is what my New Year's Eve party is going to be like later tonight.
At a Best Buy?
God willing, yeah.
This one, porcelain laminate veneers. You remember this one, of course, right?
Who could forget porcelain laminate veneers? When you're running down the year highlights, that's the top everyone's list.
One scene in there made it worthy. I included it as a George's deathbed vision, and went a little something like this. Wes Anderson driver.
Django Reinhardt.
Let's go ahead into the mouth now with that front surface mirror. We like to use a
very large front surface mirror.
My favorite Cars album.
Beetlejuice.
George's Visions. It got honorable mention just for that scene alone.
Sure, that'll do it.
People Are Talking. That's the name of the show. Yeah, that featured Eden Morehurst. And I love this one because it had it's everything you want in a clip. It's something nobody's ever seen before. Has a great beginning, middle, and end. And here's just some highlights from People Are Talking, Eden Morehurst.
I hope they are cool enough for you, because we don't want you to burn. This is a dozen eggs, and you asked me to chop them up.
I want to slip one thing in edgeways. Got a little boy named the Blueberry Boy. He's 7 years old. He can eat 2 chickens. When he was 4.5 years old, he ate 1.5 chickens. He eats 4 or 5 pints of blueberries. I started to bring him, but he's tired. We just got back in from a TV show in Alabama.
Nick, if we do another morning news show, let's work in the Blueberry Boy.
Blueberry Boy, yeah. Go down to the airbrush place and
let's just work in that story. The guy, the interviewer was like, he was searching for something to latch on to.
Okay, he eats too? Okay.
He's not here though? He's at
okay. He's too tired. All right.
Remember, he didn't eat.
Oh!
He said he's done.
Now take your time. Take your time.
So there's the perfect middle part where he's
almost gagging.
Take your time.
Finish the eggs.
Give him a round of applause.
And
we'll be back
here's
in a moment. More will be back later. Are you ever afraid you're going to choke to death?
How's that not video of the year?
I know.
I mean, it's got everything. Wow.
It does.
Okay,
and that's a 45-second clip right there. The whole thing is just, if you want to watch all of them, we really milked that for 2 weeks.
Yeah, we did.
2 EPs.
Yeah, we
did one with Jeff Hurst and one with Jeff Krulik, who gave us the video. So sign up, $10 and up.
Jeff Hurst, otherwise known as Blueberry Boy.
Right. Another big revelation that I wouldn't put this in the top 3, but so much work was put into it. Nick Smacks. We had deposition tapes when we were getting sued, and I think we were watching them, and then we realized how smacky you were, Nick. So
I love when he says we. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all realized.
You're the only one who obsessed. It was a dry room. There was not a lot of water. But no, go ahead.
I was in the same room. But
yeah, you smacked too. I just didn't pay people to.
I did not smack once. I watched to make sure I didn't.
I got a plan for 2025.
I got a bunch of Melindas together. Volunteers. They spent hours combing all the depositions for everyone in Nick Smacks. Here's just a small taste. How many smacks would you say were there?
35.
73.
I know the number. Steve?
I thought it was in like a newsroom in the 90s. That could
173.
48. It was for his 48th birthday. Okay, what else? Oh, the National Guild of Hypnotists. You remember this one? This could be this should be at number 1, actually. It inspired the first overhead projectors of all time. And here's how that goes.
Formerly, he was Director of Social Work, Continuing Education in the Center for Family Therapy at the George Warren Brown School.
I have no recollection of this video ever playing.
Maybe it was
Wait, what?
I said maybe they hypnotized me into not remembering it. It did not register at all.
Oh, then you get to watch it for the first time ever. This is great.
Wow.
All right, here.
Theories behind, let me get this up here, behind hypnosis, first of all. Let's see if we can get over like this. With hypnosis, there are three major approaches.
Which are your favorite of the 3 that are listed there, guys?
I gotta go number 2.
Yeah, you go number 2 on that one? Okay, yeah. I mean, they all bring up good points, but...
Or styles hypnosis. There's one, it's a pretty good one there.
Is there a chance he hypnotized us into not seeing them? Maybe that's how good he is.
Yeah.
Maybe they're right there.
No, maybe only if you're hypnotized you can see them.
By the way, the Sia song Chandelier is about this chandelier right there. That's what she wrote the song about.
Style, which is more of a facilitating style. He's based on.
I don't think he's hypnotized. I think he's just sleeping.
I do remember this one for that. I was going to ask earlier.
That was me the first time we played the clip.
Is that man has unstable forces for suffering based on sexuality and aggression.
There. So that's
okay.
Did that jog your memory at all? Did you remember it?
Nope, and I already forgot it again, but a worthy year-end.
Okay, here's one that'll knock your socks off. It'll wake you up. We found more Dr. Schultz, the New Age doctor, Elimination: The First Step. That was I think 2021, 2022 winner. We found a new video of his, and it's really good.
How can I pee? You two are that stupid. Look, you're stupid, we're stupid. Burnout duodenums and bleeding stomachs because it gives men erections, okay? And they can't meditate when they're sitting there with a boner. I had a patient that was having 30 to 40 bowel movements a day. I tipped her upside down and I filled her entire rectum with aloe vera. And after she got over the shock, she looked up at me and she just went, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be
of the year.
That should be top 3 actually. And the one that I think I include this in every single honorable mention every single year, is a little video called it's not called Maintenance Training. It's called Safety Valves 2. I want one of these years Safety Valves 2 is going to win it. I really want Safety Valves 2.
You got to always put it up for mention.
Yeah.
All right, let me get into my honorable mentions. I just cut them all together into one montage. I can talk a little bit about them as they go. Had to start with a recent find. It's called Yoga Moves.
Yoga Moves, a new kind of workout. Take part in yoga, the most ancient system of healing, toning, and rejuvenating your body. Presented to you now with Alan Finger.
Join us. Have fun. Be rewarded too. Time for you. Time to relax. Get a new look at the world. A new look at you.
The easy way to do this is put them in a bowl. So get in there, and at this time you can go down and meet the other end. Yeah, Mommy loves you too. And Kitty's head goes through the hole, like so. Hold still, little potty. Just kind of set the fur the way you want it, so that when it dries, it's going to dry in the pattern that you want. Oh, you're not going to die. You're going to have a big war with Kitty, and when getting a war with Kitty, generally you do not win.
Have we ever had a bad cat bathing video? I don't think one exists. I think every cat bathing video is batting 1,000.
I think so, yeah. We played this. John Glazer was on the show. He's a big bike enthusiast. On this one.
Now that we've flattened out the blip with the vice grip, we can move on to straightening the wobble, and the spoke wrench fits on the nipples. And when you get the spoke wrench on the nipples, you either tighten it or loosen it, and then just leave it. Now you have to wait for a minute or two.
Shot.
And actually, some people wait 5, 6, 7 minutes just to
This
make
is shot
sure.
of the year right here.
Yeah. This was big news. We found the sequel to Erotic Woman, the video with the woman painting the ceramic clown in lingerie. The sequel, I don't know, had one great moment.
I work at an Italian deli. It's family owned. We have lots of different kinds of Italian food there. But basically, they're just sandwiches. We have smoked turkey, barbecue beef. Meatball is a big one. Giuseppe combos we have. And they include with mayonnaise, mustard, lettuce, tomato, pickle, onion. You name it, we'll put it on your sandwich.
Gentlemen, start your boners, because we're talking about a hot lady talking about ingredients at the deli.
My boner got really hungry for, what's it called? The Giuseppe combo?
Giuseppe combo? Yeah.
Giuseppe combo, yeah.
And Diane Thomas was winner of Video of the Year last year. Found a new clip of her on a show last year, and she had a fun little tip.
And you name it, we'll put it on your sandwich.
This is a hot dog with chili inside of it. I got the chili really hot, tied a piece of dental floss around it, and got that really warm, put that all into the thermos, and when they get ready for lunch, all they do is pull on a piece of dental floss, spoon a little bit of chili over that, and after they've had a chili dog, they have a piece of dentifrice to clean their teeth.
We like it. I have an 11-year-old girl. Will you pray for me? It would be a little easier if she hadn't hit puberty when I hit menopause, but he said yes. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, ta-da! Duh! Fornicator!
25 did not 25, 25, hooligan 30, hooligan 30, hooligan.
Speaking of bid calling, no, this is from Dennis Osh, Showtime. I like his Bart shirt, Bart sweater.
Who'll make that a $49 deal?
Jelly Bean, Bible Baby.
That little baby. Oh, yeah. See you down the road to Clowndom.
So, those are my honorable mentions. What a year in videos.
Those are all very Nick Pruer clips.
Oh, yeah.
All very Nick Pruer.
Any one of those could be Video of the Year, but that's not what I picked. So, Joe, why don't you give me your number 3 contender for Video of the Year?
Well, first of all, George Steve, any of those honorable mentions that we played, should they have been further? What do you think? Any
I wouldn't have
comments
said it before, but the porcelain laminate veneers was just out of this world. Like, I was really...
The problem is that's the only good scene in the entire video. The rest is pretty boring.
That could do it, though. Steve, though, I think you had a clip that I showed part of, but you thought would be your wild card pick. Do you want to play that
Mastering the Art of Clown Makeup, it's got everything I want because it's edited in camera so that you have natural mess-ups all over the place, and it's just so earnest. Those two things like really knock it out of the park for me.
Let's play that one as your wild card pick.
And I'm Peanut the Clown, and I'm going to demonstrate how I apply makeup for my white-faced clown. Well, I hope you aren't bored. So, here's Peanut. That Peanut. And I sure hope you all enjoyed yourself. Maybe we'll be clowning around together sometime very soon.
My name's Jeff Bodle. I'm T-Bone the Clown.
Oh, I forgot about
I'm a
this.
hobo clown. The
These are
reason
my
I picked
edits.
the hobo clown is because my favorite clowns were Red Skelton and Emmett Kelly. Some clowns will make the circle type mouth. I have a mustache, so I kind of take it and I make a sad face. And then you have your mouth. You have a smiling mouth or a sad mouth. You know, hobos wasn't very clean back then. They couldn't always get a bath. The tramp is a clown that's wears clothes torn.
I personally don't like that way. I don't like the feeling of having something coming at my face like that.
But if the hobo and I work together, he gets it.
Yep, I get it.
In conclusion, we'd like to go over a few of our clown ethics. Remember to be the best clown that you can be.
Hey, and look at the apostrophes, clowns, and things. Yeah.
Oh, that should be in your top 3. How is that?
I mean,
not...
honorable mention. Wait till we see the top 3. Yeah.
Is it in your top 3?
No.
Oh, well,
that
should
was in
be.
my honorable mention. See you down the road to clowndom. But
yeah, it has that great ending. It has a great middle. And then I think the unsung hero of that clip is the when he's applying that and the scratchy sound on his neck.
Yeah.
Oh,
ASMR. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, George, do you want?
Wait, let's hold off on George's.
Okay.
Let's dive into our top 3. We'll come back to George in a second. But Steve, you think that should be a video of the year? That's number 1.
I love
for
it.
you?
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah, the on-camera editing. Yeah, that's a good detail.
My number 3 of the year was a video. Is actually an audio tape that we found. No, we heard while we were doing an interview at WFMU. It's we call it Silver Club Sleepover, and it's everything that we want in these videos. It's candid. I don't think they knew they were being recorded. They're talking about something scandalous, and it's one of my favorite edits of the year. I remember having so much fun putting this one together. It's an audio tape, so I had to add video, or I had to add visual elements to it.
Right.
And so this is just some highlights from Silver Club Sleepover, my number 3. What are we?
Yeah, when Daniel danced. Yeah. Yep. Silver Club. That's right up the street. Yep. Let's call and see what kind of rooms they have. Let me know if there's any feedback. Lyle, my guy at work. Well, hold on. I got another question. Yeah. Let's talk about that. If I go out to a whorehouse, do I go out there for a couple hours, or do I spend the night? I mean, does it cost more? No, you go out there for whatever it is you want. You pay for whatever it is you want.
He's the expert.
Okay. If I go out to a whorehouse,
Wait.
do I go out there for a couple hours, or sores all over your body? It's negotiable. If
Wait. It got all weird.
you probably don't want to spend the night because it's going to cost you $300. And it's negotiable. If the girl likes you, then I mean, if you walk in there at 400 pounds and with bleeding sores all over your body, the price goes up. Do you have to wear a condom? You have to wear a condom. Okay. Of course, that's probably. I want to, I guess.
And that was the tape, and it ended there. Oh
Very
man,
mysterious.
It's so mysterious, but man, it just ticks all the boxes too. And I started doing. I started quoting that and all the time, even when I'm talking to people who don't know about the clip.
Interesting.
I will do
okay.
and for dramatic effect.
How's it going over?
Even
It's
in
going
real
great
life,
so
you
far.
don't. Even in real life, you don't provide context for things. Is that right?
No,
Okay.
no, I need you there for that.
Yeah,
for you to jump in and say, well, and what it is. See, you're the
Right.
explainer. Yes, we need the explainer.
It's a job I relish. Thank you. I chose one that is a catalog for porcelain dolls. It's one of 2, but we only have the second one. It's called Cottage Catalogs Porcelain Treasures.
Whether you're adding to your collection, purchasing your first doll, or looking for that very special gift, there's something for everyone. There's babies and ladies, mischievous tots, innocence and charm, and more.
Baby Emily is a joy. She has porcelain head, arms, and legs and is ready to play. And how can you resist with her open-mouthed smile showing her porcelain tongue and teeth? She has a hold-me look in her eyes. Her tongue is curled in glee, accentuating her dimples. Her eyes shine with mischief, like a real child. Giggles has porcelain head, arms, and legs. Maybe she's up to something, or has just gotten away with something. Innocent Googlies, Sweet William and Buttercup, are lovable twins. Like most of Lorene's dolls, Melanie is a breather with open nostrils. She came by her name, Angel Cheeks, for two reasons. She has full, pinchable cheeks with big, bright eyes. She also has cheeks showing in the flap of her pajamas. Angel Cheeks has a porcelain head, arms, legs, and tush. Pouty Heather is a doll bound to touch your heart. Her heart is broken.
Thank you for allowing these porcelain treasures into your home.
I didn't allow them. Get them out of here. Yeah, 1992, Porcelain Treasures. Love everything about it.
It's worth it for Innocent Googlies alone.
Absolutely.
It's worthy of a top 3 for that. Although, is it better than Clowns and Things? I don't know.
To me, it had more bang for the buck. Innocent Googlies could be what we call viewers instead of Melinda's. Just putting it out there. What's your number 2, Joe?
My number 2 is this is a compilation tape. So sometimes these show up on our doorstep. It's a tape that was like in somebody's VCR in northeastern Wisconsin, and they just recorded stuff off of TV, and they recorded all the right things. I think it was from 1983. I think last year I put the Scrappy Rat mixtape in my top 3. I love these kinds of tapes because you can really, there's so much content here. It's exactly what we're looking for. It's stuff that's lost to the ages. And this tape titled, titled Grandpa Bowling Keep, had it all. I was able to milk this for several weeks and immediately put it up on Rewindo. If we immediately put it up on Rewindo, that means that we love it. So here are just some highlights from Grandpa Bowling Keep. And here's how it starts, too. It starts off with a real bang.
RC, and it's a winner.
Hello, I'm Tom Zalaski. At TV2 Action News, we're involved in our community. We told you about a tragic fire which killed 3 children in Wapaka. We had an exclusive report on the bizarre shooting of a 13-year-old boy in Green Bay. And we were there when sparks started flying over an explicit pamphlet for gay men.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to WB.
And then it goes to local bowling. After the darkest news in the world, into local bowling.
That's just what TV was.
AY Men's Championship Bowling. I'm your host, Bill Jarts. Thanks so much for joining us.
Funny name.
Bill Jarts.
That's got to be up there for funny names.
Is it? Do we not have Bill Jarts on there?
I don't think so.
What the hell is wrong with me?
Yeah.
Willie Benke from Brilliant Willie, come on in here. Willie, welcome to WBAY Championship Bowling.
I'm sure you've noticed it by now. He has only one hand. He lost his left hand in a farm accident back in 1972. And there's a strike.
I mean, is that not an incredible moment? He's talking about how this guy lost his hand in a tractor accident in 1972, and then the dude rolls a strike.
And no one, the AFI isn't holding on and restoring that footage.
No.
We've got it on VHS.
Exactly. Maybe this is number 1. All right, there's more.
Tic-Tac-Toe, weekdays at 3:30 on TV2.
George Gravis makes the weather clear even when it isn't. Join him weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on TV2 Action
Another
News.
Greek George?
It's the only other Greek George.
That's it.
Does it kind of remind you of the Anchorman, the Steve Carell, Brick, whatever his name is, Brick something?
Yeah.
Kind of has Weatherman.
Blank guy there.
Gary Bryce on trial for attempted escape tonight at 6 on Action News.
Can hurt me a little bit, but they bowled real well. And it's just too bad I disappointed all the fans that I had here. But
you did have a vocal.
And then it cuts. The Guiding Light.
And now, Guiding Light. The Force Court, Wednesday, 3 p.m.
A bishop is honored tonight at 6 on Action News.
I mean, he could say anything and it'll be funny.
I have to go honor the bishop, if you know what I mean.
Hey-oh.
That is a euphemism. I'm gonna go honor the bishop.
Be right back. I just got to go honor the bishop. Wink, wink.
Darnell is having an asthma attack. She can't blow out this simple match.
This tape has it all.
Clint Eastwood stars in Two Meals for Sister Sarah, the story of a mercenary planning to help the revolutionaries of Mexico and a nun who joins them. Two Meals for Sister Sarah, Sunday at 11.
This movie cost us $0 to air.
Divorce Court and Tic-Tac-Doe, normally seen at this time, will not be seen today in order to bring you the following CBS School Break Special.
There it is. Grandpa
Okay.
Bowling Keep.
That's-
got a lot of laughs out of
Yeah.
that one. A lot of laughs out of Grandpa Bowling Keep.
You may have noticed that George Graffos only had one hand when he was showing the weather.
Yeah,
but-
you may have noticed that. Yeah. All right, let me get into my number 2, and then we'll have George do his wild card. This one is, I went back to the original tape. I'm going to play stuff that we didn't show from it the first time. I instantly knew it would be a classic. It's a guy named Lilo who has some sort of Eastern European accent and is teaching a bunch of weirdos on a mountain in Colorado how to do what he calls dough-in self-massage. Here's a little bit of that. By the way, the music sounds like what on Main Street USA at Disney. It doesn't sound like a new age. It's
No.
like,
That is not a Quetzal soundtrack.
Let's do dough-in with Lino.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lino.
Let's start. Rub your palm together. Exhale. It feels good, right? The middle finger is circulation and sex, international, right? You inhale. You got to wake up your brain before you wake up your whole body. Basically, you're stimulating
the
your
guy's
brain.
hat fell off.
Oh, I thought that was a toupee.
I thought he took it off on purpose.
No, I didn't even notice it the first time I went through this tape. But yeah, or maybe he takes it off.
I
but
think he
either
takes
way.
it off. He throws,
Okay.
but it's still good.
Yeah.
Basically, you're stimulating your brain. Middle finger, sex
organs.
There you are, sex and circulation. Very good. Exhale. Inhale.
Frank, we should do these on morning news shows.
The reason people wear earrings, or they used to wear earrings, men used to wear earrings when they went to war. Then they came home, then the woman took over the earrings. The tip of the nose is connected with the heart. That's why the Eskimo rub noses. Inhale, exhale, and massage.
Look at that sneaky ponytail.
Rotate your arm backward like you're trying to take off. Don't take it off though. Top of your chest. Belly button out.
There's a whole foot section.
This part is connected with the penis and the uterus. The more flexible your ankle, the younger you are, and the sexier you are. Now inhale, exhale and laugh.
Insane. Like Picnic at Hanging Rock. They were never seen again.
Thank you very much.
There's one funny name in here.
I bet Quetzal produced this.
Oh yeah, Warren Webman.
Oh yeah.
Warren
I think Webman. I think we got Webman in there.
Did we put Webman on there? Yeah.
I think we need a W pretty badly. So.
Yep. And everybody in the chat, middle finger.
Sex organ.
Yes. Okay. All right,
Sorry.
good. They got it.
Yeah,
I
we
was in the
could
chat
do.
too.
We could do a morning news show, or even if we do one, it's an excuse to give the middle finger on TV.
Yeah,
is if you're
it's
using
the
it for
exercise.
new
Yeah.
age, new age reasons.
Yep. And then a part of your foot is connected to your penis and
uterus.
Uterus. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Sure. Yep.
Mhm.
I believe you, Lino.
feel like-
And then we did a show, by the way, in Boulder, Colorado, and the folks who dressed up like Lino and Peggy for our Halloween contest, they came and told us that the mountain was just like a 10-minute drive from there.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
we
They
didn't have
posed
time to
in front
stop
of it.
by.
They posed in front of it for their photo.
Yeah.
I feel like there's two different kinds of New Age videos. There's more the hippie stuff, which is that one, and they have more like the beep ba doom ba doom ba doom ba banjo kind of music. But then there's also the more Quetzal-y ones that are more crystals. I think there's like hippie New Age. There's crystal New Age, and the Quetzal one's more like yeah.
You soundtrack wise, yeah.
I think we're figuring it out.
Mine was like the music at a Shakey's or something like that. It was very much like that. My number one, I'm just going to tease it, is a New Age more in the Quetzal vein. So
interesting.
Yeah,
Quetzal vein.
Do you find yourself? Do you lean in New Age wise? Do you lean more Quetzal or do you lean more Shakey's?
Shakey's for me, but that's just a personal preference. George, what did we miss so far? What do you think should be up for contention?
Well, had I thought about it, that Alan Finger one seems like something that would sweep the internet. But what I got was let's see, it was, I believe it was episode 324. So everybody remembers what I'm going to show you then.
Of course.
This was The Art of Touch.
Yes.
We want to just bring in as many spirit guides to help us enjoy this time together.
So this was the shot.
Massaging Connie.
And just sense her body. Feel the rhythm of her breath.
Nick, will you wear that outfit for my birthday episode this year?
Kong Bundy? Yeah.
I can't tell you how many people wanted me to go as Ron for Halloween.
Your love in circles,
We
my
had two
heart.
Ron.
Dancing, moving close, being energetic, dancing.
Yeah. So anyway, it was a great video, and I think
New
that was
Age one.
That was the loudest I think I laughed. Not necessarily the longest or the most tears, but that was the one that I was surprised the sound that came out of me when you said that you were going that King Kong.
And Joe's birthday show is right around the corner, so now you've reminded him that I have to dress like Ron.
Well, I have another idea for you that I'll tell at the end of the show, so that you can start getting ready for it. But I would also like you to dress as Ron.
We're already running along, but sure. We'll
I
go
would
over
like
that
you
idea.
to dress as Ron and do this thing that I'll talk about later. All right, get into number ones.
Let's do it.
All right, number one for me was this is something that we've never really had before. This is a tape. So we had an intern this summer, and he was learning how to edit, and he was helping us organize. And his dad, it turned out, had done the, what is that called? The circuit, the
press junkets.
Press junkets. He interviewed for Oxygen. For some reason, they hired a dude in his 20s to speak on behalf of women and ask, actual celebrities questions about the movies that they're in. And it was fun. If you just watched it, it would be funny. But then also knowing the backstory and knowing Luke, our intern, and his observations of his dad. He would always wear the leather jacket whenever he interviewed, like Britney Spears or Penelope Cruz, or whenever he was it was like a babe. He was always trying to be the bad boy in the leather jacket. But sometimes if he was trying to look smart, he'd wear the tan suit coat. Just hearing all this behind the scenes, and then getting to watch it with Paul and make fun of him to his face. He's a really fun dude to make fun of to his face.
Because he gives it back.
He gives it back 100%. But there's just so much awkwardness. And it birthed a new phrase that on this tour, when people would say goodbye to us, they would say continued success. I'm dubbing these the continued success tapes. Here's the other cool thing about the continued success tapes is we've only watched a small percentage of them. There's so much more out there that we haven't even looked at. But, Luke has to go to high school. So, yeah. All right, so here's what Luke cut together for the continued success tapes. My number one pick of 2024. What are we?
Out of us and a close-up of Brittany.
Do you want me to sing on two shots?
That'd be great, yeah.
You can go to Barry. Roger that. Okay.
You must be tired. What does the movie say about sex, and why do you think so many young women feel so much pressure
to be with them? And it's a totally wrong thing to do. You shouldn't go there and do that. Why are you looking over there?
No, they're giving me time keys.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay. I'm like, what?
I'm totally focused.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's just the awkwardness alone, but let alone it's awkwardness with Britney Spears.
And I'm with Britney on that one too.
Yeah, exactly. He wasn't like
leave Britney
hiding.
alone, Paul. Like
he wasn't hiding his eye looks over there. He was like pulling his head all the way over.
No.
I wish he were here now so I could make fun of him. All right, here's the Jack Black interview.
How would this movie appeal to women?
Women will love it. Because it's I don't know.
Because she's also very grating. She brings it on herself. She alienates people. She wants that to happen, so she has an excuse to push people away. So she's responsible for a lot of the dislike that comes from her department. I think
Paul Stark, Oxygen.
Is that the woman's channel?
Yeah, that's why. Oof. That's why we got to ask.
We got to talk about the women.
And I heard some.
This part is the part that makes Paul cringe the hardest.
Yeah.
I didn't think when I watched it, I didn't think it was as cringe-inducing until he told me that it's a little creepy to ask kids to thumb wrestle, and then the way that he's watching them thumb wrestle is really creepy too. So
one of you is a really great thumb wrestler. Is that true?
She kills me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You want to thumb wrestle now?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare thumb war.
Really terrific actors. So.
Thank you.
all right, now here's the continued success one. It is creepy. He's kind of like thumb wrestle kids. The way he asks him, "You want to thumb wrestle now?"
Thumb wrestle for daddy. It's just
All right, here's the continued success montage.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Continued success.
Thank you very much.
Continued success.
Thanks a lot.
Continued success.
Thank you.
Continued success.
Thank you.
Continued success. Well, thank you very much. Continued success.
So then we watched this on EP with Paul and Luke there, and there was a magical moment on there, which again, tears. When I was watching when this happened, I had tears. So
I mean, who doesn't love to roast their own father, or their parents? So that was the best. Yeah,
that's an absolute dream. So I stopped the tape at one point, and Nick, I posed a question to you. Here it is. Nick, let's make a wager.
Yeah.
Do you think at the end of this he'll say continued success to the kids?
To the kids? No, I think that's. I would say no if I had to wager Vegas odds. I would say no.
Do you think you have to be over 18 years old to get a continued success from Paul?
I think so. I think you need, or otherwise you need a parent or guardian present to be with.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. Continued success to you.
Yeah. So he continued success. The kids, which didn't see that coming.
That's all. If you're a $10 and up subscriber, you get a weekly bonus show where magical moments like that happen.
So that's my number one.
Yeah,
that's really good.
That's good. That's a good one. Yeah.
Continued success. Those don't come along that often. When Luke was there, he was editing. He's like, my dad just told me he had all this raw footage, especially raw footage you get excited about, of him interviewing celebrities, and they're really awkward. Right. Brought him in. It was like, oh, these are good.
That's a strong contender, I gotta say. I have an equally exciting story. We were hosting Mahoning Drive-In Theater in Pennsylvania. They do an annual VHS festival. It's a 3-day thing. We hosted it, and so many memorable things happened. But they have a VHS marketplace where everybody's got their used VHS, and it's mostly horror movies and things that we don't really collect. But at one point, I saw Chinese lovemaking secrets. Now, it's a video we've shown a lot on this show. It included a guy and a woman doing something called shi sui, where they're lifting weights with their genitals. And we've shown exercises from Chinese lovemaking. So I was like, aha, they've got it, but we already have it. Then I looked. It was Chinese Lovemaking Secrets 2, and I couldn't believe it. Paid probably too much for this tape, but I'm so glad I did. I think it was worth it. Here's Chinese Lovemaking Secrets 2, my number one video of the year. Great sound.
This exercise should be done 36 times to the right and 36
Children
times to
on
the
the
left.
beach.
Meditation. The Taoists have been practicing meditation for thousands of years. Today, meditation techniques are becoming more and more accepted by doctors and health practitioners. You and your partner should sit back to back. Regulate your breathing to that of your partner. Focus your mind on the energy of each other. Let your mind feel the energy as chi
Kids got some
flows
laser pointers.
through the microcosmic orbit from you to your
They always
partner
love those
and
chakra.
from your partner back to you.
Chakra stars.
By absorbing the yin and yang from each other, one is able to nourish the energy of self. By nourishing sexual energy through sexual meditation,
That's an
good
STD
health
they're
and longevity
passing
is
back and forth.
maintained.
Great transition.
A general moving through battle lines. The penis moves right
Real
and left
intimidating.
with strong and deep penetration sideways, using only the pelvic to
You don't want to
thrust.
fuck with this general.
Couples should experiment with various right and left thrusts.
How many thrusts have there been in this episode?
A wild horse
middle
leaping
penis,
over a
next
mountain
organ.
river.
Let's not
The
have Wayne
penis
count
moves
that.
up and down deeply using strong movements. This style is well suited for the position of the monkey springs. A snake in winter. The penis penetrates deeply using slow movements and withdraws slowly. This provides slow but deep penetration. This style is often used when practicing the position of the tortoise mounts. A frightened mouse running through a hole. The penis penetrates quickly and withdraws quickly.
I only do the
The
frightened
movements are
mouse.
strong
That's
and
just
quick.
across the
Even
board
though
for
the
me.
penetrations are done quickly, a man must remember not to stab at the woman's vagina. A hawk seizing its prey. The
Yeah, that's
penis
what it looks
moves
like.
in an erratic manner inside the woman's vagina. This style does not have
That's what
any
women
set
want. They want you
patterns
to have
to
sex
its
more
movements.
erratically.
However, each thrust should be different than the preceding one.
And then to close it off, I mean, I know we've had the argument about funny names, but I mean,
Beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
yeah,
what you-
exactly.
You,
That's
got the
it.
beginning, middle, and end. That's what you want in a number one clip. Worthy
Yeah.
number one. And you're always, whenever there's the sequel, you're always just like, there's no way. Like Erotic Women 2, for
Yeah.
example.
But
Erotic
then it
Women 1 was
surprises you.
so good, and then
Yeah.
Erotic Women 2 wasn't. It was good, but it only
But
had
it
the
had
Giuseppe
that
combo
sandwich
scene.
moment that might even top the porcelain clown painting. So I mean, that's why we continue to collect over. We've been doing our show for 20 years, a found footage festival. This show for how long? 6 years?
72 years now? Is that where we're at?
Yeah, it feels like
Yeah.
72.
Well, you
No,
lost
since
your hand in
2018.
72 and then started doing the show.
Right.
Right.
Well, yeah, and we've been collecting tapes since 1991, and we always keep thinking we're going to run out of material, and we never do.
It only gets better.
Yeah.
It seriously only gets better.
Continues to.
Yeah, it'll be
all right.
7 years this spring. We'll be doing.
Oh, 7
VCR
years
Party.
this spring.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
wow.
2018 was our first year.
I mentioned this, but the reason we're able to continue to do this is because of the support on Patreon, and we that helps us keep going and helps us pay our office rent and everybody else. So thank you for chipping in. We are putting a poll up for you to vote. We're going to list all the honorable mentions, and we're going to list the wild card picks from George and Steve, plus our videos at our Patreon address. You don't have to be a patron, but hey, if you want to chip in $5, $10 a month for the new year, that would really help us out. So go vote. Next week, we will report on what the Melinda consensus for video of the year is.
Okay. All right. Should we close out these ravs?
Let's close out the ravs for 2024.
Shows the raviolies, shows the raviolies, shows the raviolis.
Okay. All right. Let's see. George? What's your number one of everything you've seen here? What would you vote for?
Come back to me, ask Steve.
Okay, Steve. What's your number one?
I think it's really, really tough. I'm going to stick with Mastering the Art of Clown Makeup for me.
Clowns and things?
Nothing to be ashamed of.
No, I
it's
think
great.
that should have been in the top three. Had
Well,
editing, it
Melinda's
had
will
poor
decide.
production, it had that guy's noisy neck, it had everything.
I mean,
So,
but Chinese lovemaking and the continued success tapes. I mean, I was genuinely laughing again at each of them. Like,
Yeah.
so good.
Yep. It was fun to revisit those.
Yeah, I feel like both of those could sweep. Like, we have no idea how TikTok works, but like one of those will become like a viral hit. But I would
Very
like to
well could
see
be, yeah.
a movie version of the Junket tapes,
Yeah.
starring Luke as his dad.
Oh, yeah, he could play the younger version. Yeah.
What I'd also love to see would be just all the outtakes of his different poses. Because like every time it cut back to him, he'd be in a different,
Yeah.
Just love to see that.
Well, that's the thing. I only saw snippets of the raw footage, just looking over his shoulder. I never got to sit down with all of it, so I want to sit down with all of it. All those edits were Luke's edits, which is 15-year-old kid, pretty damn
Part of his
good.
internship.
Great job.
Yeah, exactly.
I think, Kurt Russell's son Wyatt played young Kurt Russell in that Monarch Godzilla show on Apple. So I think we could have Luke do that for the movie version of Continued Success Tapes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The precedent has been set.
All right. All right. Announcements to be made. Do you want to hear? What do we got?
Okay. Well, yeah. Here's just some of the highlights from the year. First of all, Joe, you mentioned we found Czar. We found out that Martin Carlton, the guy who jumped from one tree to another, or tried to, in Ohio, he came to the office. We found out he was in a whole series of buck naked softcore videos.
Boy, that was another big event.
Huge episode this year where Martin Carlton was on. We flew to Salt Lake City to meet Diane Thomas, and we even did a version of the hot dog on the string and a thermos thing with her. You'll see that.
I think that'll be like a 2025 because we haven't even shown any of her interview yet.
That's going to be part of our Volume 11 show. Speaking of our live shows, we toured the country. We did 52 live shows, a UK tour, an Ireland tour, a weekend in Alaska, which was a lot of fun. Got a lot of great videos there. Joe, you mentioned special guests this year. We had Angel from Fangoria Magazine. We had David Dasmalchian, Casper Kelly from Adult Swim, Paul Rust. Paul Rust was fun.
Great.
Greg Malloy, a video collector we met in Dublin, was on playing Irish videos. Scott from Strange Tapes. We had Tammy, who played the childlike empress in The Neverending Story. That was crazy. John Glazer, Elliot Glazer. We had a ladies' night show with Caitlin, Laura from Midnight Rental, and McKenna. That was fun. Mike Sachs, the author. Vera Drew from The People's Joker. Comedian Chip Chantry. Devin Poole was really fun. Paul Scheer, and of course Eaton Marshurst's son, Blueberry Boy, plus a songathon and a deanathon in there.
And we raised a bunch of money for a charity in Georgia. So there you go.
We did. That was our year. So thanks for everybody's support.
All right, real quick, we have one more big announcement to make, but let me just say what I want you to do for my birthday. Here's what I want you to do for my birthday. Okay. In the past, you put Batman cereal up your anus, and
I regret it. Yeah,
I know, but I feel like you think that that's like my birthday present for every year. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you're like that. You went so big that one year that you can phone it in for the rest. That's not the case. So
I don't phone it in. I give you thoughtful gifts, and that's the worst thing I can do because you have no defense against it.
But I don't want things. I want humiliation and embarrassment. You know what I want. Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna wear Ron's outfit, but you're gonna make phone calls on my behalf. You're gonna call porta potty companies. Remember when I did porta punnies? When people would send in funny names on porta potties?
I remember that part of our VHS show. Yeah.
You're going to call a porta potty company that has a boring name, like Dave's Toilets or something, right?
Okay.
It doesn't have a funny name.
Sure.
And you're going to pitch them better ideas, like for example, like Plop and Go. Like you're going to tell Dave's Toilets, like, you guys got to work on your name. I have some ideas here, and you'll just have a list of names that you'll pitch to them.
Okay.
Like I was thinking, the Unloading Zone could be a good one. Or the Turd Bank, and then the slogan will be, "We accept deposits." You'll pitch it to them that way.
Right.
And also,
a lot of these companies will have hotlines suggesting new names. I'll just call one of those. And
no. You just call whoever the receptionist, whoever picks up the phone.
Okay.
So that's what I want for my birthday. Also, bonus, if you can tell them the story about when I went number 2 in a porta potty and the water splashed back on my anus and balls, and ask them if they've fixed this problem yet. Are you writing this down, Nick? I can text it to you.
I'm taking a lot of notes here. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. See if they've fixed the problem of taking a number 2 in a porta potty and having it splash back up on your anus and balls. That happened to me twice, actually. So that's what I want for my birthday.
Okay. All right. We'll see how that goes.
Steve, for you, I want you to call Bazingas and try to patch things up for me, because my last couple calls with them have not gone over so good. Just call them up, tell them I'm a good guy, that I only mean well by it. I'm calling them because I love them and I love their bar.
Offer a
No fun.
sellout.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Offer a sellout for on the house,
All
and
right.
just let them know I will be calling them for Nick's upcoming birthday too. So I'm just. I need
Are you sure I
to
can't
grease
just
the
get
wheels.
high again? That's easier.
Steve, if there's time on the Bazinga call, tell them the story about how the water splashed up on Joe's ball and anus too.
Show them the video of Nick kissing. Send that to Bazinga.
Oh
too.
yeah,
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, they'll love that.
Just play it over the phone.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah. So, what else? Oh, Saturday. I just want to mention Saturday morning cartoons are long running and super fun series. We'll be back after the new. Well, I think we're going to take January off.
Yeah.
Caitlin's busy, and so we'll regroup after that, and we'll be back with even more forgotten cartoons from the mostly the 80s and 90s.
And we're touring our 20th anniversary special. We're going to be in Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Columbus this month. We're going to be in Los Angeles. We're going to be in
San Francisco.
We're going to be at the Loft in Tucson.
Special guests. It's going to be fun for our 20th anniversary. Come see us on the road.
All right, George.
Yes.
Boy,
All right.
I've been putting this off for a long time. You got an announcement to make.
Yes. Okay. I
I'm nervous,
apologize in advance because there's about to be 3 minutes of earnestness. So feel free to skip ahead or
take my
I
headphones
don't know if I
off.
can handle it.
Yeah. All right. Well, hello, Melindas. 299 episodes ago, Joe and Nick invited me to hang out with them and you to show supercuts of my favorite clips from the first year of VCR Party Live. If that had been all that ever happened, I'd still have been grateful that they'd given me that opportunity. I never counted on more than that. But while I'm not entirely sure how it happened, over the next 5.5 years, I was there for parties, smarties, after parties, thons, spin-offs, a global pandemic, 2 presidential elections, and 141 Shatterdays. Over that time, it has been an immense privilege to see these two guys at work, and make no mistake, for all their studied Gen X indifference behind the scenes, they work very hard. They've stuck to their guns for decades and made a career of making audiences laugh. They've also developed a welcoming community of like-minded people and even helped to pull loyal viewers, including me, through difficult times. They find and showcase the bloopers and flubs of others to help us forget our own. They also inspire fans to make their own creations, pictures, songs, videos, mugs, signs, knitted dolls, action figures, you name it. I know because I'm one of those fans. Now, director Steve is also hilarious, but in a much more low-key way. He chimes up at just the right moment with a perfectly apt observation, and he helps to keep the party going without the need for a spotlight. And somehow he's also a successful TV director and producer, a great dad, and just a damn good guy. It has been one of the most welcome surprises of my adult life to get to know them. But now, as the calendar claims I'll be turning 50 this upcoming year, I'm increasingly aware that I'm running out of time to finish some of the projects I've been neglecting for a while. So while this has been a tough decision, I've got to step back for a bit and leave collecting creepy PSAs, searching for zany news bumpers, and finding home phone numbers of employee training film actors on hold for a while. I've done the best I could, but let's face it, mostly I just Google stuff. Luckily, I know I'll be leaving this fourth window in very capable hands. Of course, if they call in a tizzy saying, quick, we need a 70s sportscaster, or we need an 80s game show host, or we need someone to take Joe to the hospital again, you know I'll be there with my bulging sack of costumes. So for now, thank you so much, fellas, for giving me a chance to be part of your fascinating, bizarre, filthy, and erotic world. And thank you to everyone who's been supportive and sent messages saying all the nice stuff that, let's face it, I've always wanted to hear. Regardless, I promise there's even better stuff ahead for VCR Party, because even if that's it for me for a while, these guys will always be right back right after that. Continued success.
Oh, George.
Hey,
wow. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Just to clarify, that was beautiful, Precious, by the way.
Yeah.
I'd bash my head against the goddamn radiator.
Goddamn radiator? Yeah.
We're calling this a Rumspringa, right?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the Amish at all? The
Different
Amish
from the Amish porno Rump Springer, right?
Different. No, different thing.
Completely different thing.
Well, that's a shame.
So what we're calling this a Rumspringa. You got to go out and you have to sow your wild oats. And is that what you need to do?
I actually have to do much
I wasn't really
more
listening
boring
to your
things.
thing.
Yeah, I figured. You can, Nick will explain it later.
No, but this isn't goodbye forever, right? Please say no, right?
No.
Okay,
No,
good.
I've got to. I just have to like get the rest of my non VHF's life in order.
Yes. Well, I often forget that other people have real jobs and need to make a living. So we understand, but the comment we've gotten since George came on the show is, "I only watch the show for George."
Yep.
So I think
Too
our
many people
viewership
say
is.
that.
I think our viewership every time we're at the merch table, George here. I mean, it's a lot of that. So it's going to be a different show for a while. We'll have a rotating group of
It might even be better though. It might. Even
I
be better.
agree, and
Yeah.
I don't more than anything. I just want genuinely continued success. So if things go better, I definitely don't want. That's the
You're
main
welcome
thing
back.
I want.
Whenever you're ready to, whenever you've done your thing, whenever you figured it all
Whenever
out.
your wild oats have been sown.
Well, I have
done
the
with your
StreamYard
spiritual journey,
link, so I might just crash the thing.
Yeah.
When you're done with your spiritual journey, come back whenever you want.
Yeah, I'll drink ayahuasca. Ayahuasca, is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Yeah, and then come back
Okay.
in a week or
All
two.
right.
Okay.
Well, we're sad. We understand, and we support you all the way. And by the way, I'm
100%.
going to be taking a leave right before Joe's birthday show, just for like 1 week, and then I'll be back refreshed and ready to go.
George, it sounds like you'll have more time since you won't have to focus on VCR Party. Is there a chance you could call Bazingas too and just kind of grease the wheels for me?
I've got like a job. I've got like I've got big.
I know,
things.
but I'm just thinking like a Saturday afternoon.
There's like a good chance I'm going to be working at Bazingas within.
Oh, please.
We call you every single day.
Oh, and you know I'd answer.
Yeah. Oh man!
All right, okay.
Make it happen. Patreon, make that happen.
Yeah,
George, I
please.
wish we could pay you more money so that this could be your job, but it's
Patreon
barely
could help.
enough money for us. So
Yeah.
No,
someday,
I know. I'm
someday.
thrilled to have been any part of any of this zaniness. And at heart, I'm just a Melinda, and I think that's people. I'm the stand-in for everybody. I'm the Melinda that snuck in on the screen. But there are a million people, less than a million.
Yeah.
Tens of thousands who are subscribers who love what you guys do.
Yeah.
And everybody like, subscribe, and post on your damn social media stuff for your friends to watch, so that they subscribe, to get them over 100,000, so that they get extra stuff, like they get like a vegan, like a food at the beginning of the
chiropractic.
episode.
Vegan chiropractic.
We get a vegan chiropractor come in.
The
take care of us.
2025 winner.
A
video
sincere thank you to George, to Steve, to all the patrons, to Scott from Strange Tapes, Lenora's Midnight Rental, Caitlin, and of course McKenna and Luke for helping us get through the
whole
year.
family. Yeah,
the whole family, and our czar of Thons, of course.
Oh yeah,
Tim.
Tim.
So,
Yes,
yeah,
for sure.
Thank you, everybody. We're going to get out on the final The Eyes Have It Plunkett montage. These are images that Ode to Paris took from unflattering images that he took from when pausing episodes of VCR Party this year. I have not watched this, but it's unflattering images of me. So we'll go out on that.
We're going to go out on. So George just gave that heartfelt goodbye, and we're going to go out on pictures of you. Got it. Makes sense. Makes total sense.
But we already showed George's. But
you saved
George will be
yours
with
for
us
last.
one more week, right? Did we make that clear?
Oh yeah. Next week we're gonna do an all George episode.
yeah.
I don't know what the hell that means. Maybe just like all Amish videos or something. I think I have a couple.
I don't know.
We'll do a
but
send off.
Yeah,
Melinda's send any emails or anything that you want. I'll try to put together a little something. So email me if you have some words you want for George. I know I'm going to be struggling to find my own. So,
all right.
You struggling to find words? All right.
Get ready for a flubathon, boys.
There was some blowback about showing Ode to Paris's video that he worked hard on. I'm going to play Dennis Awe doing Old Lang Syne.
There we go.
Out.
There we go. Let's do that.
We'll see you down the road to Clowndom in 2025.
That's all that said. If we had been prepared, we could have done better.
Thank you to Bob Hedges for my new director hat.
Ooh.
Continued success.
Thanks to Bob Hedges for a bunch of gifts I did not have to show here, but what it is, what I have, what I want, what I've done, what life is.
I hope you have enjoyed as much as I have our sentimental journey playing some of America's greatest music. I've had a barrel of fun, and that's my musical cue to close our program with the Beer Barrel Polka.
When we return, Dr. Selner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That it done.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
Mine not there for yuck anymore.
Ooh.
That's all I'm doing.
Cheerio. Continued success.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Tinkerbell!
Hasta la vista, baby. And I got that from Arnold Schwarzenegger, the governor from California.
We'll be right back right after that.
Good luck from all of us at Hagen.
And Kurt Polstead, the real great guy.
Night, night.
Goodbye.
Jim's coins in Hilldale.